you want to play with us?
Sure.
Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, this game is called 185. What is going to happen is I am going to get a suggestion from your audience, and we're going to put it in the classic joke format of 185, whatever it is you said, walk into a bar, wacky shit happens, and then punchline. Usually two things will happen. Either you will laugh like this, or you will groan like this. The second one is far more likely at this point. So, what is something that you would hate to find under the tree on Christmas morning?
Naked midgets.
Naked midgets and thumbtacks from the same section of the audience? Y'all are like, that's awesome. Okay.
Socks!
Socks, thank you! Socks! Socks it is.
Naked midgets and thumbtacks would be worse.
185 socks walk into a bar looking for a nice pair.
185 socks try to go to a bar, but half of them get lost along the way.
185 socks walk into a bar in London. Bartender says, hey, how'd y'all get here? I didn't see a car outside. Socks saying, oh, we took the tube.
185 socks walk into a bar, and the bartender was like, hey, you're all here. It's me and my crew.
185 socks walk into a bar and they start a fight, and so the bouncer says, hey, get out of here, you bunch of woolly bullies.
185 socks walk into a bar and they aren't wearing shirts, so he says, sorry, no shirts, no shoes, no service.
185 socks walk into a demonic bar, but are asked to leave because they're holy.
185 socks that work at a ranch walk into a bar and they order a drink. And the bartender notices it looking kind of down. The bartender says, why are you guys looking down? The socks say, well, they repossessed all the animals on the farm, especially they took all of our little cows. And the bartender said, well, have a drink and you'll get over the little calf. What's a job that might be fun to do someday?
Sword swallow.
Astronaut.
Fire breathing.
Two oral things there.
Mimes.
185 mimes walk into a bar.
185 mimes walk into a bar, but they didn't get served because the bartender couldn't hear what they were trying to order.
185 mimes walk into a bar, and one of the mimes sees his exes, and he gives her the silent treatment.
185 mimes walk into a bar, but they keep running into a brick wall.
184 mimes walk into a bar because the 185th was left in a box.
185 mimes walk into a bar and immediately asked to leave because mimes suck.
185 mimes walk into a bar, ask the bartender, hey bartender, because they're talking mimes. How's the service in this place? Bartender says, Marcel Marsoso.
185 mimes walk into a bar and they sit down and they wait for a drink. And the bartender says, hey, you guys look kind of down. And he asks why. And the mimes indicate that they're at the end of the rope.
185 mimes walk into a bar and order a red stripe.
And that's mimes. What is a job that, like you thought when you were a little kid was the coolest job in the world?
Paleontologist.
Astronaut.
Paleontologist. Okay, paleontologist.
Yeah.
185 paleontologists walk into a bar looking to get boned.
But they just decided to get stoned instead.
185 paleontologists walk into the bar and immediately they're pissed off because they had to pay a cover.
185 sexy paleontologists walk into a bar and they hit on all night, but they give them the brush off.
What about paleontologists who've been prosecuted? Let's go back to objects. What is an object that you might use at your place of work?
A baseball bat.
185 baseball bats walk into a bar, and they all have a great night because they all hit the sweet spot. Baseball.
185 baseball bats walk into a bar and they try to order a drink, but nobody will serve them. Why? Because the staff is all on strike.
185 baseball bats walk into a bar, and they really irritate the bartender, and they're just rowdy, and they're rude, and they're not paying for the drink, so he had enough, so he finally is like, "You're out!"
185 bats walk into a bar looking to swing.
185 bats walk into a bar and they order some wine. Unfortunately, the bartender won't open it for them because he doesn't want to admit that they're corked.
Yeah, we trust you with sports, Michael Berger.
Oh, I actually do that about sports. Fuck it.
185 baseball bats walk into a karaoke bar and sing fastball.
185 baseball bats walk into a bar and they buy drinks for all the ladies because they want to get to fourth base.
He's no fourth base.
Order a highball.
What is something that you would be surprised to find in your garage? Not a dead hooker.
A Ferrari.
No,
A Ferrari.
Making midgets.
car. Awesome.
A possum car.
My grandpa.
Tyrannosaurus.
A pirate.
An object.
A pirate sword.
Not an object.
My dirty
Pirate sword.
surprising find
An AK-47.
magnets. What?
Stilettos.
Maggots. That's closer to maggots.
185 maggots crawl out of the bar.
Okay, 185 maggots went into a bar. Bartender's like, "Why are you here?" The maggots are like, "We heard this is a good place to meet."
185 maggots walk into a bar looking to get laid.
185 maggots walk into a bar and they like the bar so much that they keep going back and become barflies.
185 maggots walk into a singles bar, hoping to learn how to be fly.
185 maggots walk into a bunch of bars. Why? Because they're in a bar crawl.
185 maggots walk into a bar and get trashed.
Fuck paleontologists.
185 maggots walk into a bar, but one of them is not drinking, and whenever the bartender asks why, he's like, "Because it's not good for my larvae."
185 maggots walk into a bar. Bartender says, "As they're gross."
185 maggots walk into a bar and one of them starts crying. "I miss her so much. One of them goes, "Hey, decompose yourself."
185 maggots walk into a dance bar, they all do the worm.
And let's see, let's do one more job. What's a job that we respect?
Stripper.
Superhero. Firefighters.
Green Mountain.
Sounds like we respect. Strippers. The unsung heroes.
Yeah, they're a wonderful part of the community. Good job, Michael.
185 strippers walk into a bar, and the bartender's like, "Hey, are you gals feeling okay?" They're like, "Yeah, we're just a little pasty."
185 strippers walk into a bar, hoping to polish a few poles.
Apparently paleontologists are funnier. And what's something that you just might find around the house?
Knives.
A toaster.
Battery.
What's that?
Let's do
A table.
Let's do
Napkins.
batteries. We haven't done batteries. Let's do batteries.
Batteries.
185 batteries walk into a bar and they drink all night. And the bartender says, "How would you like to pay?" The batteries say, "Charge."
185 batteries walk into a bar and request to play some AC/DC.
185 batteries walk into a strip bar and guess what? They brought their own poles.
185 batteries walk into a bar, but one of them is really obnoxious because he's always on his Duracell.
185 batteries walk into a bar and order beers. The bartender's like, "Are you sure you want beers?" And they're like, "We're positive."